making 3 of the main 6. So this is part 1 in wedding dresses. Now I wanted to go for a cottagey feel with Fluttershy. She took the second longest to do, which I do Fluttershy, Applejack, and Rarity in this video. I plan to do Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Twilight in the next. But for this, I did put her hoof in front of her and then decided to change it as I was trying to do an emblem of a butterfly right in front of her chest because I felt like that would be really cute kind of dress that she would wear. And in my opinion, there's a high likelihood that Rarity did all of these dresses because they're too pretty. Actually, she probably would have done better than me, but we're just gonna pretend like I'm as good as Rarity at designing dresses. But yeah, I didn't want to give her like no train, but I didn't want to give her like the tiniest train possible because I feel like even though she's very sweet and shy, she would still want to feel very beautiful for her day, so there still would be a lot going on in it. And on top of that, I feel like I had to incorporate the animals somehow, but I didn't want there to just be animals all over her. So I just chose 2 simple little butterflies that could hold these little like ribbons that they don't really need to be held, but they did it anyway because it's Fluttershy. And I feel like this could be a scenario of which right before, not right before, but I guess a little bit closer toward the end of My Little Pony, she could have got married to Discord, and this is her wedding dress for that, and Rarity made it. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this design. I was super excited about it when people started asking after I did my Sona in a wedding dress that I wore. Everybody kept asking me to do the main 6 in wedding dresses, so here we are. And I'm still going to do more characters in Hell of a Boss style, just like I did for all the other shorts that you guys have seen. So be prepared for that, and part 15 is coming. I'm going to post it before Christmas, so look out for that. But I really want to know what you guys think of my wedding dress designs, and if Rarity would have done better than me. There's a high chance she probably would have done better than me, let's be honest with ourselves. But yeah, I think that just the pose and the expression just shows how excited and at the same time kind of scared she was. I did also put highlights and do a little dye in her hair. Like, I feel like it'd be just something simple and fun. She doesn't want anything too crazy. So here she is, looking all pretty and dainty. And I didn't want to give her that, like, just straight up white dress idea like some people probably would have thought she would have got, but I wanted her to feel like spring and fresh. So here we are with a spring fresh dress. And here's my very simple, very poorly executed My Little Pony background. I gotta get better at that. I am not as good as I would like to be at those. Any tips, throw them my way. I will take them, possibly. And then we're going to move straight on to the next pony, Applejack. I felt like this beautiful southern pony had to have a simple dress that wasn't so simple, you know, wasn't just a boring, simple dress, but still simple enough in the way that it didn't feel like it wasn't Applejack. I may have went a little too crazy with some things, but I feel like Rarity would have done that to her anyway, so let's just pretend like I didn't go crazy on it. I also love that she had Granny Smith's little scarf at the end. So I feel like if she's getting married, Applejack may have incorporated that into her dress as just like this kind of like something old, something borrowed type thing. And yes, she had to have her cowgirl boots. I completely redid her hair design. I just felt like it could be extravagant like she had been in a few episodes where they did her hair like really like a pretty updo. So that's kind of what I got from this. And I really wanted to make sure that she didn't stand out too much because I feel like Applejack is not one of those ponies that will want to stand out so much so that all you can think about is how she looks, because what she's worried about is what she can do and how she can be helpful to others. So here we are doing this. So I hope you guys like how I incorporated the design and how I did her boots. I decided not to go with gold. I thought about gold for a second, but I decided not on gold because I feel like she doesn't really need that. So silver just felt like the right spot to go on for here. And I think that, in my opinion, Applejack is, in my world, not getting married to Rarity. I actually ship Rarity and Rainbow Dash. But in this world, where she's got this very beautiful wedding dress, I feel like her, Rarity, and Applejack, or her, Rarity, and Rainbow Dash, okay, I'm gonna get there eventually, are all getting married at Sweet Apple Acres, just like this. I hope you enjoyed this one. Now, for our very last and our very extravagant pony, Rarity. I looked up so many ball gowns, I can't tell you how long it took me to find ball gowns that I felt fit Rarity. And even then, the one I chose to use the most, like, design-wise from was this top one that's, like, right next to Rarity's little image right there. Because I wanted it to be big and flowing, and I wanted it to be breathtaking, and I feel like this did that. I even gave her like a little jeweled corset too, and her jeweled hoof design as well. I had a lot of fun with Rarities, actually. I probably had way too much fun. And I seen a picture where she had like this kind of like little veil on, and I thought about doing that, and I did later change that because it kind of felt like it was just too much, like it wasn't as fun, and I had to make her hair overly like confident. That's what her hair feels like. It feels like overly confident, and I think that she, in my opinion, whenever I made her, I think she has the best design wise. Her rhinestones did kill my hand, but there was a lot to do on this one, and I think I executed it pretty well. I do take away that little halo looking thing that's sitting across her forehead. I take that away. But yeah, I can imagine that if she's getting married right now in this specific scenario, it's possibly to Prince Blue Blood. It could be to many different ponies, or maybe she's just trying out fashion wear for her wedding if she ever gets married, even though she was never canonically married in the show. They try to do that with Applejack and Rainbow Dash, but they didn't do anything like that for Rarity, so I feel like Rarity's just that super rich aunt that everybody flocks to and they need something. She's very like girl boss, and I feel like that this dress can set that kind of tone for her. Is like, I'm a boss. She is a boss. She's stunning in this. I think I did really good, actually. This is probably my favorite one besides Fluttershy's. I feel like I could have done better on Applejack, so I might revisit it at some point. But yeah. And yes, she had to have a tiara because what's Rarity without a tiara? Still Rarity, but more Rarity with a tiara. And it kind of also gave this almost prom dress vibe now that I'm thinking about it. So this could be a wedding dress, or maybe this was her prom dress. We don't know. I mean, I know I made it her wedding dress, but besides that, I tried. And me trying is all you can ask. I could have decided not to try, and I tried for 8 hours straight. That's how long all of these took. And putting it in a 14-minute video, it feels like it's not very much at all, but this took forever. I'm telling you, my hand still hurts, and I was going to do more artwork today, and I don't think I can. And I originally was doing straight up gold and white on her, but I decided black. Black popped on her so well. It looked so good. And then I did trims of gold into it because I feel like she would have that. So for her wedding, it'd be like black and gold and blue jewels all the way around. But yeah, just my idea of how this could go. Of course, you do not have to agree with that. You can suggest anything that you think down below in the comments. I'm doing my best to be able to post more for you guys, but I'm not yet monetized, but we'll get there eventually, I hope. But if not, still fine. I did give her black roses in her hair, behind her ear where the earring is, so I hope you guys like that little detail. on top of that, I fell asleep partway while doing this, and sorry, my VR character went beep, but I fell asleep a little bit while I was doing this, so I had to stop for a couple hours and then come back to it. Not a couple hours, Jesus, a couple minutes and come back to it. I had to walk around, make myself wake up a little bit. And here you can see I did like this gold steel bone against the black color of the corset with the gems on it. I feel like hers I might have done differently, not by much though. I actually really like how hers turned out. Hers is by far my favorite. I'm kind of glad I did her last. I thought at this point I would have lost my creativity 4.5 more hours into it because she took me close to 2 hours to complete with all the layers and the lines and the detail. It was very exhausting. But nonetheless, she came out stunning and I love how she looks. I may even turn her into a keychain looking like this. I don't know, but I would. I might do it. Watch out for that. There's always a chance. So yeah, we're almost there. We're almost finished. I plan to do Rainbow Dash, Twilight, and Pinkie Pie in the next one. If you want to give suggestions for those three, go right ahead. The only one I can't like fully see happening, like the dress design yet, is really for Twilight, so throw that at me. And whatever else you may throw at me. Hopefully not rocks, but here we are. So yeah. I did also do the kind of laced up on her legs, and I feel like it would be the same for her back legs, but her back legs are covered by the amount of ruffles there are within this dress. I mean, there is a lot, and I can only imagine trying to actually make a dress like this. I would never. I would much rather not do that. But I did enjoy creating this. This has been by far one of my most fun art videos to put out for you guys, and I'm really excited to start the next 3, which I'll post hopefully next Sunday. So Sundays seem to be my upload days. Sorry that I missed out on the last one, but here we are. And I hope this video gives you some insight into designing your character's clothes, to designing the main 6 a certain way if you want them designed a certain way, you know? Take reference from me. I'm not scared for you to take reference. It's fun. And these ruffles, they're hard to do. A lot of these are probably not right in how I did them for like direction and such, but I'm telling you that after doing the corset, I was already like tapping out. So I was like, no, you got to push through it. We've got to post tomorrow. You must do it. So here we are. Black and gold, man, they look so good. They pop off her so well. I almost did some purple to kind of match her hair, but I decided against it because it's just like, I don't know, black and gold. I don't know, it just pops off. So I hope you guys enjoyed my version of the main 6, 3 of them at least, getting wedding dresses, and who has the best wedding dress. Let me see who's the best dressed. Tell me down below, and like, subscribe, and comment. And why am I talking like this? I don't know. I think I'm just really tired from yesterday. Doing this has exhausted me, and I added a small, very small background for her, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys are ready for the next set of the main 6, and maybe we'll do Celestia and Luna later too. Trixie, Starlight, Glimmer, I don't know. There's always a chance though. Man, Rarity's so pretty. Well, I hope you guys my very simple background that could have been way better, but I was tired, and this is what you're getting, and you're going to like it. You have no choice. I tried to do the doors, but yeah, here are my doors. These are the easiest doors you'll ever get from me. I'm not doing doors again. I'm scared of doors, like in Indigo Park.